Okay, so I'm going to walk you through solving number 21. Whenever you have a radical that has an index of 3, like we do here, you're taking the third root, which means you're actually raising everything inside to the 1/3 power. So I'm going to rewrite my numerator as 125 x to the third y to the 12th, and I'm going to raise that all to the 1/3 power instead of leaving it in a radical form. My bottom I'm not touching yet, so I'm just going to carry it along. So I have 5x to the 4th, y to the -5. Now, my 125 has an exponent of 1. We don't write it, but we know it's there. I like to put it in so when I am multiplying through with my 1/3 to all my exponents, I don't leave it out. So I'm going to take 1/3, I'm going to multiply it by the 1. I'm going to multiply 1/3 times our 3, and you're going to multiply 1/3 times 12. When you're multiplying by a third, you're actually dividing by 3. So that will come in handy when I've got the 3 and the 12. So if I rewrite my numerator, I'm going to have 125 to the 1/3 power. I'm going to have x to the 3 divided by 3 is going to be 1 power. And then my y, I'm going to take my exponent of 12 and I'm going to divide that by 3, which is going to be y to the 4th. And then my bottom is 5x to the 4th, y to the -5th power. Now, the first thing I want to do is evaluate this 125 to the 1/3 power. I'm looking for some number times itself 3 times, and that's going to give me 125. So, if you need to, factor it out. 125 ends in 25, so I know 25 is going to go into it because it ends in a 5. So it's actually 5 times 25 will give you 125. Think of it in terms of money. If you had $1.25, how many quarters would you have? You would have 5. I can split the 25 down into 5 times 5. I'm looking for something that can be multiplied by itself 3 times. Here it is. 5 times 5 times 5 is going to give me 125. So that means 125 to the 1/3 power is going to equal 5. So I'm going to rewrite this as 5. Instead of 125 to the 1/3, it can simplify down to 5. X to the 1st, y to the 4th, over 5x to the 4th, y to the -5th power. Now, I have 5 over 5. Anytime you have a number over itself, it's equal to 1 whole. So I can simplify that down to 1 over 1. I don't have to write the 1 because I have other stuff up there, so it kind of, you don't have to write it, but you can. It's not wrong. Now, I'm dividing x to the 1st over x to the 4th. When I'm dividing powers with the same base, which is x, I'm going to subtract my exponents. So that's going to become x to the 1 minus 4. Then I'm going to do the same thing with my y. My y is going to be top exponent, which is 4, minus my bottom exponent. I'm subtracting a -5, so it's going to become plus 5. This simplifies further to x to the -3 power, y to the 9th. I cannot leave a negative exponent in my answer. It's not the proper way. So you draw a fraction bar and drop this down and make it positive. So your final answer is going to be y to the 9th over x to the 3rd. Remember, it comes down, the exponent changes sign, and that's your answer.